Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We're currently working our way through the season Conquest Dynasty. We've done 3 so far. We've got Roland's Legacy, we've got Thorns of the Invoker and the Aegis of Valor. Unfortunately we've run out of Greater Keystones, so we're going to have to get some more. So we're going to run a regular T16 Rift with our normal setup. But in anticipation, I have prepared a Blessed Hammer build and Blessed Shield build, which is using the Akarat's, the Akan set, and for the Blessed one, where is it? The Tower of Light, Seeker of the Light. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit janky with both of them, but I think I've done the best with what we have. I'll run through the specific setup for each of those when we get to it. But first of all, we need more Greater Keystones, so let's charge around and grab some. I mean, I'm always up for killing another couple of gobbos. This is also gonna give us some Greater Keystones so we can work on our wonderful experience gem. Boosting the Gem of Ease up to level 25 will let us just put it straight in a level 70 item, and that's probably going to be one of the best things that we can do for trying to level up our Barbarian when we do get to them. What we can do is, in theory, craft up a level 70 item, upgrade it, probably a mighty weapon so we can guarantee it's going to be useful. And then once we're at that point, stick the Gem of Ease in it and get all the massive experience benefit that will come from it. Because level 25 Gem of Ease removes the level requirement, so we don't have to do any of that fun gambling stuff that we did with our Crusader. Okay. Yeah, not keen on getting hit, really. Not every build of ours is going to be using the stone gauntlets. They do have a limited lifespan in my mind. For this particular build, they work well enough. But in the future, we're definitely going to want to be considering how quickly we're going to be tapping Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. I mean, for the other sets, we only need to be running at Torment 12, so it's not going to be as dangerous. Let's get out of those explosions just for a moment. I'm getting good drops from these. Not quite getting there with my cooldowns, which is a bit of a shame. But this Torment 16 is obviously less dangerous than the levels we were running at previously. There we go, got that one. Grab these. Now, while we're looking to grind out the items for our Barbarian, we will be able to wear crafted things. So we might need to do some more bounties, potentially. I have run out of bounty materials in preparing everything for the other sets that we're going to be running through. A couple of items in the cube, used up the last of the bounty materials we had gathered. We are getting plenty of death breaths though, so I suspect we'll be able to make quite a lot of very cool things. Give me all of this. We are doing pretty damn well. I think we'll be starting the Barbarian today, no problem. So we were already stuck with a wall, so we decided to put another wall on top of us. That's how much he was scared of us. I think it's the appropriate amount. This is actually going to really help us out. Let's grab that amulet as well. Now there's going to be a lot of things that that we're going to need for a perfect run on a Barbarian. We're not going to be looking for a perfect setup. We're not going to be massively gearing them. We just need to have 5 pieces of a set, Ring of Raw Grandeur, which we've already got. And then just to make it to Torment 12. So it's easily doable. Give me all the cool things. Another Shield of the Charge. We are full up on stuff, actually. Give me those Death's Breaths. I'd like to get the Rift Guardian soon. Right, we're almost certainly... But, oh my god, we can't pick it up because we're stunned. Okay, nothing down that bit. These will do it. There we go. I'll take Greater Keystones, I'll take the gems, I'll take the blood shards. The only thing we can't carry is the sword. If I drop that, then we can. Oh, we can't carry the last 26 blood shards. Oh. I guess we're in a perfect position for the Barbarian then. So let's ID our stuff. Put the point in. Genzaku. Breastplate of Akan. Roland's Bearing. Roland's Bearing. Very nice Leoric Signet. Oh, a very nice Shield of the Steed. We re-roll that regenerates life into vitality. It doesn't have the cooldown on it, which is a shame. Also, we're not really that interested in pushing it any further. I'll hold on to it just because, you know, we can. This over here, I'll put in down there, and the rest I think is all just going to go under the hammer. I don't see us using any of it. So gone, 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 gone. Gone, gone. Alright, that has given us enough Greater Rift Keystones. So 3 Greater Rift Keystones. We only need 2 to actually do the run we're looking at. But really, we need 3 to get this properly ranked up. Now, in order to get this properly ranked up, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. We need to empower it 3 times. We don't have enough money to empower it 3 times. We could probably afford to empower it once, and then we need more money. We don't have any easy way of getting money. No puzzle ring there, so we'll just have to see what the game gives us. Before we go on, though, I am just very quickly going to ask for some rings, just to clear down the number of blood shards that we've got. We might get something interesting. No. They can all get salvaged.
Not yet.
Okay. So, Blessed Hammer. To explain, Blessed Hammer reduces the cooldown of Falling Sword and Provoke. We're not using Provoke. We take 50% less damage when we do the Falling Sword. That's cool. Increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 15,000% and Falling Sword by 1,000. It's the wrong way around, in my opinion. So really, we need to be doing Falling Sword and then lots of Blessed Hammers. Over here, Justinian's Mercy. Blessed Hammer gains the Dominion Rune. That means it's going to follow us around. If we go Blessed Hammer, we walk, and it goes with us. That's cool. Also means we go boom, 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 and if we Falling Sword, it moves with us as well. Very cool. For the Blessed Hammer, as you can tell, I've gone for the Thunderstruck one, so that does Lightning Strike between the hammer and us. I think that does get scaled as well. In addition, Blessed Hammer's damage is increased by a lot for the first 3 enemies it hits, and when it hits 3 or fewer enemies, 90% of the Wrath cost is refunded. That's going to be vital for us to keep hammering on big bosses. In addition, over here, Johanna's Argument increases the attack speed and damage of Blessed Hammer by 100%. So we go boom, 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 and out they go. Faithful Memory. Each enemy hit by Falling Sword increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 80%. Maximum 10 stacks, so that's 800% increased damage. So we're hoping to Falling Sword onto things as Blessed Hammers are moving around, and hopefully it's just not going to go too janky. We need to empower this. We can actually afford to empower it 3 times at this level. That's going to be enough for us to get our gem all leveled up. Brilliant. So it's already feeling really weird. But I can keep Falling Swording. Yeah, it's not actually the it's not the laser that that affects them. But we can make this work. We do still have, of course, the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, but we know how effective these things can be. It's all very dependent on the items. Now, there was one of the items that we didn't go for that instead makes the Blessed Hammers bigger, which seemed amusing. It did seem amusing. It feels very janky. I'm sure there is a much more efficient way of playing a Blessed Hammer build, but yeah, Blessed Hammer is not my bag. Really not. I'm going to lose Akarat's champion before it has a chance to even get close to being back. Right, we do actually have Justice as well, in order to try and get back Wrath if we run out. So between the lot of them, it should be okay. But it is going to always feel like a very weird way to play for me. Come on, let me get more hammers out. Oh my god, we're so stunned. I mean, when it's working, we can in theory be like falling sword all over the place. But falling sword does take wrath in order to do. So we've got plenty of time. We're not really in any danger in terms of our life. But it always feels wrong using Blessed Hammer. If the lightning bolts had the increased damage as well, then that would be ideal for me. I would be fine with that, but it looks like they really don't. Okay, conduit as well. It worked. It worked. I'm not happy about it, but it definitely worked. So, Ursheep. This is all going to go in the Gem of Ease. And we will never speak of this again. So, up to rank 15. When it reaches rank 25, we'll be able to put it in a level 70 Barbarian item. Okay. We equip our main bit and then equip the Blessed Shield build. So this one is going to be much better. So reduce the cost of all abilities 50% while Akrat's Champion is active. That's cool. We're not really using any abilities that are going to use much. We deal 2000% increased damage, which is great. Hold on 1 second. Very, very, very naughty cat eating the other cat's food. Okay. So we'll be dealing 2000% increased damage and taking 50% less damage. And then we're working on using Akon's Manacles, Jackenborg, and Gear Falcon's Foot in order to really double down on the Blessed Shield. It should be fine. But obviously this is the first time I've done this season and I might have forgotten something significant about it. We're not going to be able to use all of our gems, so I'm actually going to take out Bane of the Stricken. Just temporarily. Amos, I just need you to lower your head. There we go. And we'll put in the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, because that's going to benefit us slightly more. This, of course, is going to go over here. So the plan is Falling Sword is our mobility. We've got Akrat's Champion and Blessed Shield to just carry us through. Oh yeah, this is going to work. Oh, and everything is turning into like phalanx as well. I did forget about that part. That's going to be down to what we've got in the cube. We've got Baleful Remnant in the cube at the moment. Now, Akrat's Champion doesn't have 100% uptime, but it is going to be good enough. I've swapped over to Stone Gauntlets for Aquila Cuirass because we're always going to be high enough on resources. So generally, we should be able to kill things easily. And I've gone for the exploding Blessed Shield because it does area damage. So a little bit easier for killing lots of mobs. But yeah, this is easy mode. Even without Akarat's Champion on, we still do plenty of damage up there. Look at that. Turn it on and instantly so much more. Works better in groups because the more things that get hit, the more damage gets done. Let's go in and grab this actually. Only downside to the phalanx is it can make it a little bit visually busy to see what is where. Also feels weird not to be charging around on a horse. Maybe I should have kept steed charge. When Falling Sword isn't actually being that useful to us. But I guess you live in the... We can't change our skill over now. And there's not really anything close enough for us to build up Godric of Swiftness stacks because it all dies too quickly. Yeah, get the ricochets going on these guys. It'd be interesting to do like a Lord Commander Crusader, which is all about getting a ton of phalanx out. Yeah, empowering them and really trying to take advantage of the weight of numbers. Okay, we still need more purple orbs. That helps us out a little bit, but not enough. Not enough. Let's turn on big mode. There was a couple of items that I wanted to use that we couldn't. One of them gives Akarat's Champion the Word of Power and the Prophet runes automatically. Instead, we had to go for Baleful Remnant because I already had Baleful Remnant in the cube, and I ran out of bounty materials in order to keep putting more things in the cube. But this is more than sufficient for Torment 12. This is perfectly fine. Let's grab the conduit actually, just as we summon the Rift Guardian for a bit of variety. Elliot, hi Raziel. Okay, I will call that a success. Once again, a couple of blood shards that we can't use, so we'll do some gambling for rings when we get back. Hey, there's Baleful Remnant in itself, all its glory. I need to go back. So that actually went so well. I'm going to do another one with Blessed Shield. Yeah, that's fine. Let's ID our stuff very quickly, sell it up, and then go and get the final bits. Ooh, Tasker and Theo. I mean, I did just say about doing a Lord Commander style one. Yeah, that's what we've got in the cube at the moment. So in the cube, we've got Baleful Remnant and Aken's Leniency. Which each enemy hit by Blessed Shield increases the damage of Blessed Shield. It's a really good one. We're not going to do a pet-based barbarian build. No, let's just drop off these last couple of bits. And we'll head in and do the final Crusader run.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
Will I? Well, now there's an offer I couldn't refuse. Filling the screen with ricochets is always satisfying. And we do enough damage that it's manageable even without Akarat's champion on. Obviously, it's much better with Akarat's champion on. See our number of Blessed Shield hits really spiking up at times. Excellent. Nice big groups. Let's get into the middle of them. They all blocked together, and then the blocks all failed together. I would like the AI blocking to be handled in a similar way to player blocking. Like, it shouldn't just be a guaranteed like mini shield that needs to be broken down, like ablative armor. I do think it should be chance based. A lot of people aren't keen on chance based mechanics for things like that, but it's one situation where it should definitely be the case. Where is the next group that I'm going to hit? Here we go. Faster attack speed! Faster attack speed! We're still getting levels at this stage in the game. Wow, that ricocheted all the way up and off the screen and killed him. There's our way on. Let's push through to the next area, because this is all perfectly fine for us. Okay, we can do some little mini ricochets on these guys. Not having stone gauntlets in, oh my god, it's so nice not being stunned all the time. I definitely made the right choice because our resources aren't dropping. Obviously, we're not really a threat of losing Aquila Cuirass. But it feels like we're unstoppable comparatively. There we go. That's the last one that we needed. Okay, so Gem of Ease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to get a ton more experience from kills. In addition, that does scale with level. And we're going to be able to use a massive weapon. So between that and our Garrigan levels, we are not going to have a problem with our Barbarian. let's just hand this in very quickly. ID our stuff, and then we can extract the items that we want from this character and move them across ready. We'll just salvage all of that up. None of that's going to be useful. Now, when I say extract the items that we want from this character, we have a lot of very good items for strength-based characters over here. So we've got the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. We've got the Ring of Raw Grandeur, of course. In fact, let's change back to our proper equipment. Can't while a skill is on cooldown. Okay, well, we'll give it a moment and we'll try again. There we go. Right, so we have the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac and we have the Ring of Raw Grandeur. This Hellfire Amulet isn't actually that useful to us. But the Gorgok of Swiftness in it is. All these gems, we want them. This gem we want. All of this is going to be useful to us. In addition, Unity, the Oculus, Essence of Johan, Defender of Westmarch, Sky Cutter, and this. Because Cormac doesn't directly transfer to other characters. But let's move all of these bits across. So that's all Cormac stuff on the left. There we go. I think that's a pretty solid setup. In terms of this, that's a resist all one. We don't really care. So it's going to be very random what. That's actually worth us moving across as well. It's going to be very random what items we end up getting for the Barbarian. 2 pieces of Captain Crimson's probably make sense for us to try and use. The rest of the items are all in there, so let's switch characters. So, create new hero. Barbarian. Let's make sure that we are a hardcore seasonal hero, and we will call her Dynastia, because we're going after Dynasty, of course. Adventure mode, and we're going to put this straight up to Torment 1. I don't want to go much above that because dying to like a random hit before I've got everything set up would just be massively embarrassing. So max out, max out, max out, not quite max out. Max out, max out, max out, not quite max out. Max out, max out, max out, not quite max out. And over here, movement speed definitely. And then yeah, we'll go for maximum fury. And I think vitality. So that's a lot of extra vitality that we're getting from that. I did say we were going to make a level 70 item and then socket the Gem of Ease into it. I also want to just have a very quick look at the items that we have, just to see if there's one that would be worth us using. Because if we've already got a decent one with a socket, like Hack is pretty damn decent. It's already got level requirement reduced though, which is a bit of a shame. We could re-roll that. Ingeon would also be a good choice if we had a socket in it. And as for the rest of our weapons, that's Crusader only. Yungjang Do. Yungjang Do would be a very good choice. It's got strength and vitality. Okay, so we'll bring that across. It's got strength and vitality as well. The vitality is exactly the same. The strength is slightly more, so this will do more damage. We don't really care too much about to chain lightning enemies when you hit them. It doesn't have any strength on it or vitality. This has strength and vitality, which are both better. It is two-handed, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because we'll end up with more stats, but it is Crusader only. That makes me think that making a two-handed mighty weapon... Ooh, actually no, there we go. Stalgar's Decimator. The perfect choice. Okay, so Stalgar's Decimator. We're going to use that right now. So this is giving us a very decent boost. There is plenty more that we want to do. Let's just very quickly... Yeah, I'll drink the potion. That'll be fine. So we want some items that we can actually use. At level 1, we're stuck with vendor trash. And then we're going to go out and just do some random killing.
Our people may have no homeland, but I will survive.
Generates 2 life per second. Maybe it's just not worth it until we reach level 20. We've got plenty of life. Let's go to the keep depth level 2. And we'll kill something and see what happens. Because the last thing I want to do is die and lose what we've actually got. Level 4 in 1 hit. The piercing axe is definitely going to be helping us. So we're way beyond level 5. We're level 12. We're level 12 in 3 attacks. When we reach level 21, I will put Kane's stuff on, because that's just a sensible choice for us. The big danger, of course, is going to be not about the mobs, but if we over-level too quickly without keeping our defenses beefed up, there's always the chance that something's going to end up one-shotting us. So actually, while I think about it, before we get too far, let's have a look at when we will get Nerves of Steel. Let's put Nerves of Steel in right now. That gives us a teeny bit of a buffer. And we'll have Berserker Rage. This'll help us level a bit faster. Also, I'm going to change Ground Stomp over for Leap. Leap Iron Impact. It's all the way down there. I did wonder where it was. Alright, we're changing this over for Frenzy, Sidearm. Ground Stomp is going over for Leap, Iron Impact. Hammer of the Ancients we'll have as Ren for now, because that'll be a giant kill everything. This... Sure, we'll have Overpower for the moment. Earthquake, why not? Threatening Shout, sure. I think this is fine. So we've got a little bit of mobility. Yeah, and we can kill loads of things really close to us. So this is going to be a very fast set of leveling. And probably most of the levels we're not really going to see or pay much attention to. We're level 26. Let's go back and make Kane stuff. That'll give us extra experience as we're going. Right, so let's change this to highest usable. So Borns and Kane's set. That's what we want. Because an extra 20% experience is actually quite significant. So we need the shoulders. And then we need Kane's stuff, which will start with the helmet. There we go, Kane's memory. We also want his legs, hand, and feet. So, Kane's robes. Gloves. And his boots. Okay, I'm going to take this lovely setup that we've got, and we can't quite do Captain Crimson's stuff. Yeah, I'm going to take this this setup that we've got, and we're going to go to Act 5, the Ruins of Corvus. While I think about it, let's get Cormac recruited, because all of his things can go in. We want healing, we want regeneration, we want the taunting, and we want general regeneration. Okay, so the reason we're going to the Ruins of Corvus is with so many little things to kill, we'll get a lot more experience per kill. I think that's going to be the most efficient way of us doing this. Because it relies on all of these little things being quickly killable. Come on, let's do this. This is not a particularly amazing setup in this place at the moment. There's normally a lot more mobs. I mean, that was the whole plan for this area. Was all of these little things. Many of them giving out lots of experience. And then we build up the multiplier hugely. Just look at how fast our experience is going up like that. Giant piercing axe that just does so much damage, running through the middle of everything. Yeah, there is still some left around in here. Let's keep the killing going. So many extra kills. by far one of the fastest ways that you can level up. Yeah, give me loads more around me. The other thing we could do is we could run rifts. Rifts have guaranteed mobs that you're going to be running into that are all supposed to be killable. So it wouldn't be a terrible plan. So right now we're up to level 45. And we've only been going for a few minutes. Let's get a stupid jumping barbarian out to help us as well, because, you know, we can always do with more stomping barbarians. Okay, that's kind of come back around full circle. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go Act 1. We'll go to the Halls of Agony. Yeah, level 46. That's level 47.
Not ready yet. I will not be denied.
It's level 48. It will start to slow down, of course, as we get further through.
Still recharging. Back to hell, dog. Need more time.
Ignore what it says on the screen. We are level 48 right now. Stalgar's Decimator, such a good choice. Soul Smasher would have also been cool, but then you need life per kill to really benefit from it.
Not ready yet.
So that's level 49.
Taste your fear.
And things are starting to survive the occasional swing. Okay, next place we're going to go to, still Act 1. It's going to be the Orcs Manor, because there's a load of mobs all packed around each other there. That is level 50. We'll just go inside and kill a couple, and then we'll finish off. I know we're not quite going to make it, which is unfortunate. Not quite going to make it to level 70 this episode, but there's really not much left for us to do.
The ancient smile on me.
Lots of kills.
Stand before me.
So that's level 51 already.
Need more time.
Okay, there's another big pack just through here, because there always is, just in this little throne room bit.
Recharging.
Ha! They are protected. Right, well, with that, that's actually going to be a good point for us to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. We are, of course, now onto our Barbarian, and we're all the way up to level 51, so it's going stonkingly well. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.